Good morning. I'm just out on the bike this morning for a change, give the boots a rest, and we're up at Village Green. And I fancied a bit of Swan Lake this morning. There you go, dancing for us. So I brought my tutu. And I thought I might get stuck in and have a bit of a ballerina moment. Unfortunately, I forgot my radio, so I'll have to hum. Oh dear. The sun's right at us, but it should get a bit of a good effect, I suppose. The background will be dampened out somewhat, but I've certainly seen plenty of fowl this morning having a swim. Must be a bit cold on my feet. Nice bright sunshine. Bit of rain is forecast, but at the moment doesn't look too bad. So we're doing alright. Didn't see that guy walking behind me, but he thought I was going bonkers talking about tutus and Swan Lake and what have you. Again, from being a lad, we used to come up here and swim, you know. And all these trees here are all, well, obviously they're not new, but to me, all used to be bare banks, these, you know. We used to fish along this side before everybody bought up the waters and said no you can't, not without you paid a ransom. So you had to have a Northwich angler's card, you know, but even before that you didn't even have to have that, you know. You just went and fished like it's our right to do in England, you know what I mean. But there you go. We'll buy that and stop everybody else fishing. That'll anger the fishermen amongst us, but that's how it is. You can't go unless you ante up. And some of the fees you charge, like that one at Wincham, you're talking a couple of grand. Ridiculous. Not many on this side. Little Village, as we called it. Building marinas now is, well, I don't know whether they finished this one. There's one over here, and further down on the right I see they broke through and got a sign up for another marina there, you know, so machines are over yonder. Let's see if we could twizzle round. Now don't be shocked. This is how cold it is. I've got my ears defenders on. Look at that. I tell you what, I came out yesterday and had a bit of a ride, and my ears were tingling, so I had to stop and put this on. But nevertheless, I'm not complaining. We're out here and doing it. There you go. I've stopped the horror movie now. I can turn the camera. So we're at Village. Just over the bridge there, which is just up the road. On the right, Village Green Farm. My mate used to own that. Brian Robinson was a plumber, scrap man. He had a scrap yard there. Used to help him out a bit there, you know. His missus Margaret used to have a horse and what have you. That was till taxman got a grip of him, like they do. We'll have all that and all that. What are you doing with money? Very nice. Right, so you see what I mean, you know, it's just make sure you can see it. Northwich anglers only fair waters. One's having a kip. That's better. Make sure we can see what we can see. See if we can get in a bit closer. It's a bit difficult to see the screen there. Beautiful white swans. You even see the odd black one now and again. So, just, guy looking for directions, bit marina. I can't remember any Swan Lake music. I don't think I could mime it anyway. Oh, is that a cygnet over yonder? I'll have to remember to pan a bit quieter as I've zoomed in a bit. Aye, little cygnet, I think that is. Right, onwards we go before we get too cold. We've come a bit further down now and just make sure we're zoomed out. The farm shop. It's an old farm there. Did try to get some metal detecting on there, but I think he's only a tenant farmer from what he was saying. Unless he didn't want to be bothered, you know. Who knows? Out there on the way to a funeral. The new crematorium's down there. Shurlach Lane, Shurlach, and that one is Davenham Road, which goes to King Street, and you can go straight across and come out at Duke of Portland's as was, or is. Down there is Watcroft Hall. Now I think the guy that does or did that shed programme on telly. Oh dear. Can't remember what it is now. Many shed keeps coming in my head, but that's the local group in Northwich. Brain dead this morning. Can't remember. Anyway, him and his oppo go around hunting through old sheds and what have you. And I believe he lived up there, but I think he lives down south somewhere now. I don't know how correct I am. Looks like they've got roadworks down yonder, and we've got a little story there to tell, which we saw one day when we were working. So we'll pack up and for a change we'll go down the sill. I'm fed up of coming up it and panting. I'm going to get my own back on it and have a scoot down today. There we go. So we've moved a bit further down, and we're at the Dane Bridge at Davenham, and just where my bike was, well, I was working at the time, and I was out with Phil Abbott, our driver, and just have to get in a bit in case someone comes. And we were going somewhere. We came from work at Winsford, and we came down this lane, and there was vehicles knocking about here and there, and as we got over the bridge, where my bike is there, there was a guy in RAF uniform. Oh, right. So we just cruised past a little bit. I parked up just here and had a walk back. And I said, "Hey, hope you're alright. What are you doing?" I said, "We're filming for a series for Grenada, World War II, you know." I can't remember the name of it. All right. And he was looking down at the river, and we'll walk across now. More or less retracing the steps in those days. He was stood here, as I say, on the right, and we came and had a look here, and they were filming. They had one of those auto cues and a camera, and let that car go past. And let's see if we can get this right. Just there, that's where they were. And there was a woman and a bloke. Obviously doing the acting bit, you know. I watched them for a bit, as you do. We were half in and half out of the water, as it happened. And we said to this young lad, I really was a bit discourteous because I totally ignored him. He could have been some famous actor or other, you know what I mean? But just didn't click at the time. Maybe famous now. And he said, "Who's that down yonder?" He said, "It's Peter O'Toole." I said, "Peter O'Toole?" I said, "Yeah." I forget who the lady was. I thought, Peter O'Toole in Davenham filming alongside the river bank. How cool is that? And there's nothing, you know, you would never know unless it was just happens that I came past, and now you've got a record of it on our site. And Lawrence of Arabia, or the guy that played Lawrence of Arabia, once sat down by the River Dane with his pinkies in the water, chatting away to a nice young actress. So it's fabulous, that. Obviously with crew knocking about and what have you. But used to go fishing along here as well. Not a bad stretch of water. Did a match along just behind me, actually. I think I was fishing. Had some chub and that. But and over the years, I don't know how to say, people have put their that looks a bit professional, that one. I can't quite see. I think I've got it in the screen. Put their initials on that. Might have been the builder, I don't know. But I don't know which is best, in shadow or out of shadow. Now we'll try out. People have put the names in. Must have been here for ages. Carving in the sandstone. Gaz, you naughty lad, Gaz. 1985, 21st of the 9th, 1985. Got a car coming, I just have to get in a bit. And then we've got Jade. Another car. Thinking that it's like motorway this morning. Get out of it. Country lane, not supposed to buzz around like that. Right. Anyway, we've got Jade there, 1992, I assume it is. I don't know what that is down there. Looks like lily almost. No more anywhere else there. A few more there, but these are, look like they've been in a while, you know. Mum, or something like Mum. Yeah, some a lot older ones, but as I say, I don't think the camera might pick them up, but at the moment I can't quite make them out. Chelsea Doyle. Chelsea Doyle. That's what it looks like. Bez 95. One there's 87. J.E. could be Jeff. Yeah, Jeff 94. Some really old ones, all not done as deep. I have to miss this bit. There's a bit of rudeness in etched in. The brain dead. Yeah, there's a lot of old ones there. Another car. Hope you get in this. I'll say it's a bit difficult to see the screen, so it's like it's had a bit of a clout. It's leaning, got a bit of a lean on. Yeah, mostly that side, so this field here we used to fly model aircraft in many moons ago. The same farm we were looking at before let us have permission. Probably a different owner then, or whatever, or tenant. But we used to fly there. A very boggy field, as you can see. It's you see the lakes and what have you. It's all right in summer, but we used to have to park up along the road here and cart all the stuff way out there, you know. I think in the end somebody moaned in the village because models weren't as quiet as they are these days, all electric now. But we had two-stroke engines, you know. Still do, but most now are moving over to electric. You know, it's like everything else. Cars are going electric and models as well. At least we're green, huh? There we are, Lynchgate there. There is a public walkway here. It's not used much. A lot of dog walkers go on here, you know. But you can go here. And then it goes across, you see that gap in the edge over yonder. It goes up there and it comes out onto that Surlich Lane. I have walked it in the past, but it's not this time of year. It's not fit. And we've got Davenham Church there, and in the background there's another walk which just over the bridge on the left. There's a pathway which I used to do quite a lot. You go up here and you climb the hill steadily, and you go through a farm and it fetches you out on Bostock. I used to go through Bostock across is it Coal Lane or Black Lane, I can't remember, and it takes you, well it wasn't there then, but across that new road and then over to the Weaver. A good walk. Right, I think we've covered that. So there you are, Lawrence of Arabia, all on a Friday morning, and it's quite nice now. There's a bit of warmth in the sun, I can feel it on my back. Very nice. So we'll shut off at that. Scare a few motorists. We're on the bridge at the moment. on the new road to Winsford. There's a helicopter. I think it's a place where I'm not sure. The reason we stopped anyway was to get a nice picture of Davenham Church through the trees. Very nice. Not be long now and the trees will be budding. Village Lane along the top there. We're up at top of Davenham Hill now, and we're going to have a look at the monument. Nicely carved. Not in its original spot. It was moved quite a number of years ago now. It used to be further over there where the road is. They moved it, I think, to facilitate the road. Why? I don't know. Probably because it come out on a better angle, probably. We'll have a look at the lettering. In memory of John Hoskin Harper, Esquire of Davenham Hall. Show me the money. Probably a very nice chap, but I don't know. Probably a horse, not much room for a horse though, is there? I say a horse trough, but 18, I just noticed that, 1885. I thought it was a rosette at first, but 1885. It's something Fred Dibner would have a look at, isn't it? They describe it in a lot better poetic words in his Bolton accent. This one's got like crosses. I thought it was fleur-de-lis at first, but no. Nice workmanship on the edges there. It's like there was something there that's been filled in, maybe where the tap was, or a trough for the horses to drink. That's what it would have been, isn't it? Some nice cobblestones around the edge. Now we've got another logo. Oh, we can see it. Where are we? He was a father to the something or other. Got the sun coming at me. To the poor, and let's have a look at that later on. One of those Japanese sports cars. Oh, very nice. Used to have iron railings around it. You see the stubs, which were cut off during the war. supposedly to make armaments, you know, like many good Victorian houses. It used to have the railings along the front. They were taken away as well. If you look on many in front of such buildings, you see where they were cut off, and as I say, for war, but they were never replaced. Never replaced. It would have looked nice with a nice blacksmith's iron railing round, wouldn't it? But long, long gone. There we are. There's a coat of arms up there. We'll have a little, see if we can skate in a bit and capture it. Probably a coat of arms of Davenham, no doubt. Morning, you alright, my duck?